Hi guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to take a look at the upcoming 11/11 portal, which is November 11th so it's the 11th day of the 11th month. It is a day that is a very spiritual day. It's a day of manifestation. The four pillars of the 11/11 represent the pillars of spirituality, the archangelic pillars. And I just wanted to do a little bit of digging in to see what this 11/11 portal was going to be bringing in for all of us as a collective. So, this is going to be a general reading for the collective. And then I will be offering extended readings for each sign grouped by element on my Buy Me a Coffee page. I will put the link to that down below. It's like Patreon, but it's called Buy Me a Coffee, which fits right into my brand, which is Spiritual Coffee. So it just made sense for me to go with that. And it is a membership site. You can pay monthly or by the year. And over there, I will be offering exclusive content. So it will be extended readings, some different readings than I offer here on YouTube, some live events I hope to do, sneak peeks at some goodies that I'm working on before I offer them on my shop, just that kind of thing. So it's just another option for those who feel that they would like to take part in that. And like I said, I will put the link below in the description box for how to get there. So let's dig in. I've selected my decks. So I want to take a look at what we have in store for us as a collective. What are the predominant spiritual learnings, let's say? I'm gonna say, what are the predominant spiritual messages that we can look forward to coming through to us with the 11/11 portal, and then how those will help us manifest moving forward. I'm just actually going to open it up. I'll see how it plays out. I invite Spirit to bring forward whatever we need to know at this time. For those of you who aren't familiar with my videos, I always let you know that my dog always likes to lay in the room with me while I do my readings. And sometimes she dreams, and she has been known to bark in her dreams. She talks in her sleep, and she's quite a snorer. So if you hear something in the background, don't be alarmed, it's her. Is there anything else I want to say? I don't think so. I'm not going to do a whole lot of housekeeping. I trust that if this video has found you, it's found you for a reason, and that you are someone who will resonate with the messages that Spirit gives to me and how I present them. I'm not all rainbows and sunshine. I love me a good F-bomb. But also I'm not doom and gloom, and I'm not a hardcore in your face person. I believe that the things that I have gone through in my own personal life have happened to me so that I can better relate and empathize with a large group of people. And that's the basis for the messages that I receive from Spirit. You know, nothing happens by accident. Spirit, God knows exactly what he's doing. So, you know, if I had to go through everything that I did in my life in order to be in this space right now so that I can help be a mentor or an example or an inspiration to others, then, I have to trust that, right? Doesn't mean that I'm happy that all of that happened to me, but I trust it and I'm grateful for it. Okay, let's see. Spirit, please provide me with the messages for this 1111 portal. Messages that will heal, inspire, and empower those who feel guided to this message. Thank you. I do everything intuitively with my readings. The cards are just a tool that I enjoy using. And I don't read reversals unless I'm specifically guided to. So I feel like I need one more card here. Or two more, I guess. Okay, so we have All That Glitters, Serendipity, and Chop Wood. I'm going to grab some tarot first before I start digging into this. This is the Friends Tarot deck that I recently purchased, and it's so fun. The cards are all pre-shuffled, but I do like to shuffle on camera as well. There. Let's see what we have. Let's just move all this up a bit. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize there's so many out here. I also am guided to lay the cards certain ways sometimes, and that often corresponds to the messages that I receive. So I don't follow any spreads, in case you're wondering. I just don't. I love them, and I so admire people who do, but I don't. Okay, so let me just tap in here and see what we have. So right away, I'm hearing from Spirit that what we're going to be asked to do, and I feel like this has been a huge theme for this entire year, 2020, is we're being asked to trust. We're being asked to just go about our business, to keep doing the work, putting the work in, and trust that even in the quote mundane, there is purpose, there is growth, there is meaning. Let me look at these tarot. Okay, so as I'm looking at these, what I'm hearing is that these are different groups, separate groups within this collective group. So these three oracle cards, these are the themes. This is the overall theme for all of us. But then I feel that these are being broken down into separate groups. So the overall theme is trusting, putting the work in, one foot front of the other is what I just heard. So let's take a look at which groups, how they're, let's just look at the different groups that are showing up here. Okay, so I feel that for one group, it is putting in this work. I feel like this is about your purpose. I feel like this is about there's a select, and this won't apply to everyone, but I feel that there is a select group of you who will be watching this, that your purpose and your job, like your earthly job, are one in the same. And so for that group, you're you're being asked to stay true, to stay the course, to stay on your path. You might feel as though, I'm missing something. What am I not doing? How come, if I'm so aligned with my calling and with my purpose, why isn't everything falling into place? And Spirit is asking you to trust, to keep doing this work, that, just because someone on social media who maybe does similar things to you, they might have thousands upon thousands of followers, but that doesn't mean that their work is any more important than yours. It doesn't mean that they are more aligned than you. It doesn't mean that just try not to compare yourself. Keep doing your work, keep planning, keep growing, you know, keep planting those seeds for your purpose, for your business, which are one in the same. Keep doing that work. And I feel like this 1111 portal for you will actually, like, they're showing me, you know, in a castle, when you throw open the wooden shutters or window coverings and you just let all that light in. That's what they're showing me. So I feel like this 1111 portal for this group is really going to illuminate for you that you are in fact on the right path, that this work that you've been doing, day after day, you do it because you love it. You do it because you can't imagine doing anything else. And it would be nice to be rewarded by the universe for it. I totally get it. And you're not being selfish, and you're not misaligned for wanting that. Abundance is your birthright. It's all of our birthrights. And I feel like this 1111 portal for this group will really illuminate for you that, yes, you are in fact on the right path. I feel like it will come in the form of an opportunity and a recognition, a really big recognition. Like, it feels like, we're in this day and age of posts, of social media, and things going viral. And I feel like, something like that is going to happen for some of you within this group. And that will in turn shine a light on you, shine a light on what it is that you do. And it will be like a beacon, and it will start to draw people to you that will resonate with you and that will vibrate with you and what you do. Perfect. I love that. So let's look at another group here. Okay, so for the second group, I am getting closure is what I just heard. It feels like in quite a broad sense. I feel like for those of you in this group, it's funny. I just heard the phrase midlife crisis. And so I feel like everything in your life, all of a sudden, you just kind of woke up in this place and you were like, how the hell did I get here? How am I, 40, 45, 50, 60, all of a sudden, who is this person who, I don't even know anymore, who doesn't even know me, who I don't resonate with anymore? How did I spend all this time at this job? Like, I don't even like what I'm doing anymore. What am I doing with my time? You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like it's as though you've woken up in a place, and you know that you got yourself there, but you have no idea how. How did I end up here? How is this my life? How did things get so... Where did I lose myself? Where did I stop putting my passions, someplace in my life? You might wake up and look at someone that you're married to and go, when was the last time we truly kissed? When was the last time we laughed or flirted? And you go to a job and you're like, what the hell am I doing here? What am I doing? There's got to be so much more. You know what I mean? That's the feeling that I'm getting for this group. And I feel that you just have should. You keep shoulding on yourself your whole life. That's how you got here. You've put the needs of others always ahead of your own, which sounds very noble and sounds very, just noble, doesn't it? But at what cost? It's a beautiful thing to recognize the needs of others and to want to help others and to empathize with others. But when you're doing it at the expense of yourself, at the expense of your identity, of your passions, of your dreams, that's when you have to say, okay, like, at what cost am I willing to do this? Like, I feel like I've paid the ultimate price. And that's not what we're here to do. That's not, we're in fertilizing our own fields. And this is so funny. This is such a funny, that's something that I would never say. It just goes to show how spirit works through me. In tending to our own crops and fertilizing our own fields, we can feed so many people. When we can grow and harvest a bumper crop of our own, look how many other people benefit from that. Wow, Spirit, that was a really good analogy. I have never said that in my life. That's so good. But it's so true. And I feel like this group of you've just been carrying the burdens and the expectations of others for so long. The burdens and expectations of maybe your parents or your extended family or your coworkers or your children or your spouse or, or. And this 1111 portal is now, it's funny, I just heard it's giving you permission to put those burdens down. It is giving you, because you've never needed permission from anyone to take care of yourself. But I feel like this group, so many of us feel like we do need permission. And I feel as though this 1111 portal for you is going to be giving you this permission to say, you know what? It's my turn now. I've come as far as I can on this path. And I'm so grateful for every single step that has gotten me to this place. However, I have lost myself. I want to live my life now in a way that lights me up. I'm so grateful for what I've brought to anyone else, if I have, and I'm grateful for what you have brought to me to this point. But now it's time that I go a different way. And that's going to be really hard for many, many people. because you're going to have a fear of being judged, and you will be judged. Let's face it, you absolutely will be judged. I can't help that. You can't help that. I feel like there will be a fear of failure. And I mean, you absolutely are not failing. And I do feel that there will be a fear of losing everything that you've worked so hard for up to this point. And those are all very real, very valid fears. But I feel that, I'll be curious to know how this presents itself for this group, because I feel that there will just be a point where it's as though, your guides whisper in your ear, like, now, you have to do it now. And you just take that deep breath and you go, okay, I love you. I love me. I'm doing this. And you just do it. There's cycles that need to come to a close that I feel like have been trying to come to a close, but you've, for whatever reason, have just been delaying the closing of these cycles. And in laying these burdens down, it will give you the space to move forward to the next phase of your life, whatever that is. It feels like a phase of truth and of authenticity. Not that you weren't living your truth up until this point, but I feel like maybe, sometimes our truths can change. Not sometimes, I do believe they often change. I feel that at different stages in our lives, we can only amass as much information as the amount of years that we've lived and the amount of experiences that we've had. So it only makes sense that our truths will shift and change and grow based on the amount of time that we have lived and the amount of experiences, that we have had. And I feel like this next phase for this group of people is about this truth that has been kind of tugging at your pant leg, trying to get your attention for quite a while. And you just can't ignore it anymore. That's very, very powerful. I love that. And I feel like there's one more group here within this. This group here is about I feel like this group here has really fought their way to get to this moment, wherever this moment finds them. I feel like they have had to. This feels like a very, very. This group feels like spiritual warriors to me. It feels like people who have had a hard life. Not the hardest. It absolutely could have been worse. But a life that's been filled with lessons. It's, a life that's been filled with heartbreak. A lot of growth, a lot of karma, a lot of karmic and ancestral stuff with this group. I feel like this group has been, these are the torchbearers. These are the sentinels that have gone ahead and have said, okay, you know what? I can take it, like I'll go first. I can take it. I'll burst. I'll cut the trail. I'll cut that trail, and then I'll wait and stand guard while the rest of you come. I'll go through and cut through all the brush. I'll clear a path for you so that it's easier for you guys to come find me. And I'll make sure that I have this light. This is choking me up. Oh, sorry. Oh my goodness. I feel like I am part of this group. Oh, I'm sorry. I just need a sip of water. Oh, this is the group that, the outspoken ones who fight for injustice, who blaze those trails, who speak up because, you know, they'll rather be a shield for others because they know that it will hurt, but they can take it. And if it means that they can make it easier for others to come after them, then they'll do it. Oh my goodness. I don't know how to pause this video, or I would, to collect myself. This group is the group that always cheers the loudest for everybody else, They're not afraid to call other people out, but they're also the first one to stand up and cheer for people. A lot of times this group gets screwed over or overlooked for all the blessings that seemingly come so easily to others. And, oh, my dog is snoring. And I feel like this 1111 portal is about to bring some balance and some karmic justice to this group. This group has been primarily responsible for ending ancestral cycles. This year has been huge for wrapping up toxic ancestral cycles. It ends with me type thing. And also wrapping up a lot of karmic relationships. Be them, a karmic relationship can be anything from a romantic relationship to a family relationship to a job, a friendship, an addiction. Anything like that can be a karmic relationship. A karmic relationship doesn't just have to be a romantic one. It's anything that has such a deep, deep root and seat of a lesson, of a balancing, of justice. Karma is, we all love to say karma is good karma or bad karma. And, karma is fair. So that's the scales, it's fair. And I feel like this group has really been doing their best to be better than each version of themselves. Not necessarily better than other people. I think this group, their biggest competition is themselves. Their biggest obstacle is themselves. And they've also taken on the responsibility in this life of, like I said, ending ancestral cycles, ending karmic cycles. And I feel like this group with this 1111 portal is finally going to start to see some of this karma return to them. It feels, this group is like, God, when is it my turn? When am I going to get, something good in return? When is it my turn? And I feel like this 1111 portal is going to be when things shift in your favor. And that is really incredible and beautiful, honestly. I apologize. That really, Spirit was really just showing me that image very strongly, and I could relate. It was just very powerful. A very, very powerful image that Spirit was giving me. And yeah, I'm really sorry about that. So, but at least we've got some gentle snoring now in the background from my sweet girl to break that emotion. So that's what I feel like is coming for this 1111 portal for these three groups. And I always put the intention out with my daily readings on Instagram and with these videos that they will find who they are meant to find. These are timeless, even though this is for the 1111 portal. Whenever it finds you, it is for you. And, there will be something in this reading that you will fall into one of these groups, or maybe more than one of these groups. So I just know that whenever you see it, you are meant to. So like I said, I will be going ahead and offering or doing extended readings for each zodiac sign grouped by element on my Buy Me a Coffee site. I will put the link to get there below in the description box. But for those of you who will not be going over there, let's just draw one more message to leave you with. I'm just trying to decide what deck I want to get that from. I think this one. So we'll get a final message for those of you not heading over to the zodiac. High Lord of gratitude and service. Selflessness, humility, conscious action. Number 2. I feel like this encompasses every group that I just talked about here. It is about being aware of others, but also knowing that in doing what's best for ourselves, that ultimately is the best service that we can then give others. When we're healed, when we're doing that work, when we're finishing these cycles, we are, we're stopping that from someone else having to do that. We're doing that work for someone else, and we're holding space so that in that space, instead of them having to close these cycles or do this hard work or, not stand up for themselves, that kind of thing, we're holding a space for them and saying, look, I'm doing this. I'm doing this so that I can be an example for you. And I'm so grateful, even though this has not been an easy thing for me to do. I'm so grateful for the opportunity to do it and to be able to do that for whomever it helps. So that's really quite beautiful. So thank you all so much. If you like this video, please hit that thumbs up button, and I'd be thrilled if you would subscribe to my channel. Liking this video and subscribing to my channel are really important. They help these videos reach more people. And I also invite you to follow me over on Instagram. And that is all I have for now. So take care. I send this message with love and blessings.